Here with Washington State women's golf head coach Sofie Aagaard. Coach, you're heading into your first match here as head coach at Washington State University. You're heading to Madison, Wisconsin to play in the Badger Invitational this weekend. Just what are some of your opening thoughts and how is your team preparing for the first tournament of the season?
Yeah, first tournament coming up. We're super excited to get the season started. We've been in practice for almost 4 weeks now. We've gone through some really competitive qualifying. We got our top 5 lineup ready to go, and when we're leaving tomorrow morning.
Great. Jamie Vinnick, CougFan.com. Go ahead, Jamie.
Coach, how have the first few weeks in Pullman been for you and your family, and kind of how are you adjusting to the Palouse?
My family and I, we've adjusted very well to moving to the Palouse. We're super excited to be in Pullman finally. We spent the summer in California and we came here on August 1. It's been great. We love the community. We've been very well welcomed to the community here. And then as the team started coming to town when school started, it's just been even better, of course. Coaching is my passion and what we do. So when we have our student athletes around us, it's just even better. So we've had some great practices. We've had some great team building events, team dinners leading up to it, to now that the season is starting for competition.
What are kind of your thoughts heading onto the team or on the team heading into your first tournament at WSU?
My thoughts over our first tournament is going to be excitement. First of all, I think every year, every fall, when you go into your first tournament, no matter if it's the first time with the new team or it's a returning team, I think it's excitement for the team to be together. Golf is such an individual sport. Normally, they compete individually all summer long. So when we all come together and they get to compete as a team, it's really exciting. We have seen great scores in qualifying. We've played 4 rounds over the last couple of weeks here to see how the team stacks up. We've had individual scores every round of under par, which is super encouraging. Of course, it's encouraging as you train at home, but then also to take that on the road and see how it stacks up against other teams.
What are some of your team goals and some personal goals for your first season at Washington State?
Team goals is always to get one day better every day. If we can continue to implement the things that we put into practice that we know will make us better every single day into every competition and every training session that we have, I think that's great success. Of course, we're going to also talk about hosting the NCAA regionals coming in May. Super excited, and I know our players are very excited to then have a home course advantage. So qualifying for regionals is absolutely one of our top goals for this year.
Who are some names that fans you think should get used to hearing this season?
Great question. We have a good roster of 9 players. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see some change in the lineup, even over the first few tournaments here, because it is a good, strong, competitive group of players that we have. Our super senior, as we call her, 5th-year senior, Darci is for sure one of our stronger players. I think we'll see her quite a bit. And also Madeline Gamble, sophomore from California, really strong, great player. So I think Darci and Madeline is probably 2 that you will hear a lot. But again, we got a great solid 9 players in this roster that you might see in any given tournament.
Darci posted one of the program's first top 10 finishes in quite some time last year at the Pac-12 championships. How has she kind of improved her game in the offseason and handled the role of being a leader?
Yeah, I think the excitement of the experience that she has had, I mean, Darci, like you said, with the top 10 in the Pac-12 last year, really adds to the confidence of golf performance. I think too, being a 5th-year senior and having been through a few years as a leader and seen different teams come and go, I think she brings great qualities as a person as well as a competitive golfer to the team lineup. I think a lot of our players will look to her. She's super excited to get going. It is going to be her last season here at WSU, so she is really looking to make a good impact.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, Coach, that's all the questions we have for you this week. Best of luck as you head to Madison, Wisconsin, and go Cougs.
Thank you. Go Cougs.